What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time. DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote, and maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. All you not entertained, make your next thing a big one. Speaking of entertainment, today on the program, I got Denryc Hill. Oh, yeah. If you've been listening to the What Makes You Famous podcast for a while, you know who Denryc Hill is. And if you don't, stick around. You're going to find out a little bit more about him. We're going to be catching up, finding out what Denryc Hill has been up to since the last time we chatted on the What Makes You Famous podcast. This week's shows, I have my one public show, my faithful one public show. I know I do a lot of private parties, but I got to have at least one public show so I can play with the people. And that's over at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas, Friday night, 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. Video dance party, karaoke jam. Yeah, every Friday night, the place to be. Come on out to the Rab, Conway, Arkansas. They got a full bar, kitchen. The kitchen's got some real good food. Try the wings, burgers, pizza. Their Jersey Girl pizza. That's what they're known for, mostly. I mean, I know a lot of people like to get those pizzas. And then they have pool tables. They got 10 diamond-style pool tables. And they have a pool tournament on Friday night. So if you want to try your hand at playing pool and possibly make some money while you're at it, while you're waiting to sing on stage right next to little old me, you can do that at the Rab, Conway, Arkansas, Friday night, 8 p.m. until 12:30 in the AM. Yeah, good times. All right, that's enough intro. Let's get into it with Denryc Hill. I got him on Skype, so if you're listening to the audio version, check out the video version on my YouTube page, youtube.com/user/KeysDAN. All right, Skyping Denryc Hill now. Look at that good-looking man in front of me, that fine hunk of man, Denryc Hill. Welcome back, man. Long time no talk.
Thank you.
Thank
you for the encouragement. I hit the right button. You said the right thing, and the right thing happened.
Well, you are way smarter than the machine, and you definitely know this technology much better than I am. I'm an old man, and you're a young man with the future so bright ahead of you, man. You're from Chicago. Last time we talked, from Chicago. Detroit. I'm sorry. My bad. Oh, my goodness. People in Detroit going to be writing me all kinds of messages. and then you're all the way down in Georgia last time we talked.
Yeah.
Where do we find you now? You're making moves.
Yeah, I'm all over Georgia pretty much. I got a few different spots. Right now I'm up in Johns Creek, you know what I'm saying? At one of my locations I'll be at, but I'm networking out of Johns Creek and just a number of different areas.
Well, from what I saw, you have an office. It's located in the back of the print shop, and I know that you're involved with the print shop as well. The man's got his hands in all kinds of different pots, helping people to achieve their goals, man. And I know that printing was like huge, handing out your business card and putting up a banner and maybe even putting like a sign on the side of your car. That's a huge piece of material. I mean, way before social media, that was the way that you got the word out. I mean, but Denryc Hill, what have you been up to lately, man?
Man, all sorts of things, man. Shout out to Jazzy Lady Printing. That's the place that you were speaking of. And I'm doing a lot of different things, man. I'm still filming, doing my videography, working on some major projects. I got some huge producers scouting my work pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They got their eyes on different projects that I'm got in the works going right now. I can't speak on some of the stuff. You know how the industry is. You got to keep everything under wraps until it comes out and until the fans can see it and different stuff like that. So,
well, last time we talked, you were recently out as an actor in Neighbors 2. You were billed as a rapper in Neighbors 2. And so that was fantastic. But since then, you have Entertainment Pawn, Mr.
Yeah.
Ponzi. What is that, man?
Entertainment Pawn. That's a very exciting movie, man. I want everybody to check that out and watch it. I guarantee you're gonna get some laughs. It's a movie. It was basically directed by a guy named Keyboard Money Mike. I actually, a lot of my career is built off of people not showing up. Crazy, because just like that role, whoever they first casted for the role, they didn't show up. They didn't, and so they called me, and I read the script, and then the very next day, I went in and did it. So I got a lot of compliments on my performance in that movie. So people saying for me that it was like, you know, you wouldn't have knew I just had got the script the day before. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know, that's the feedback I've been getting. So like I said, a lot of my career, a lot of the big things I've done has been people didn't show up and they needed somebody, and I was right there.
Sometimes it's good to be in the right spot, man. And I know a lot of productions have been going on in Georgia. Have you been on or around some of the sets that have been going on in the Georgia area? I know even Tyler Perry's got a whole bubble. What has he got, like a whole city over there?
Yeah.
Have you been involved in any of that over there?
Yeah, I've been in there before the shutdown happened. I was going up in there at Tyler Perry Studios like every day. You know, it's really huge in there. Like you said, it's like its own little city up in there. I mean, they got chefs, food, a bunch of departments, and all of that. But basically, after the shutdown happened, they start changing the rules, and the thing is, it kind of benefited me because it pushed me further into doing my own independent productions, because now they're testing for COVID all the time. You got to be vaccinated, just a bunch of stuff that I'm really not with that they doing right now. And so I haven't been doing a lot of those sets in the major industry like that, but it enabled me to do a lot of my own independent stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that.
Well, Denryc Hill, it's good to be part of a team sometimes. You learn from the people that are already in the business, that have been making moves, that have been making multi-million-dollar pictures, such as Tyler Perry. I know he's done some independent stuff, some real low-budget things, but then he's also done these big-budget movies as well. So he's been all over the gambit. Of course, that's somebody to learn from, but I mean, this is not his podcast. This is Denryc Hill's podcast. I know you've learned a lot while you were on the sets, various sets.
Yeah, and I salute him. I learned a lot from him. I love the experience. I get a lot of people that have become my fans because they know that I worked with him. So his success has trickled down to me. You know what I'm saying? Just by being on some of his shows. I mean, people see me on TV like, I saw you in Tyler Perry's show such and such or whatnot. So his success has trickled down to me. I learned a lot from him being on set with him, you know what I'm saying, on his productions, and all much power to him. You know, I salute to him all the great things he's doing, but it affected me to do big things as well. So I'm excited about that, for real. And when I first moved down here to Georgia, some of the people that were helping him, like you said, he did some of those low budget projects and stage plays and stuff. When I first got my start down here, I ran into some of the same people who helped him get his thing off of the ground, who was helping push his DVDs and different stuff like that. So I had some of the same people helping me get the word out there about my lower budget independent projects. So it's crazy how, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that's how it all works out. In almost any business endeavor, you know, you start networking, you start making friends, you start shaking hands, trading out business cards that might have been made right there in that location there. You know, you get some of that good print, and then you start networking, and people start finding out, hey, you got projects that need employees. So you branched out into Denryc Hill Productions, your own production company. Now, I look at your IMDb, it's only got the 2 credits, and I know that anybody that's doing background acting or doing extra work, you may not have a credit in a movie. you may have to go in to the IMDb and show, maybe put yourself down in there and say, hey, I was uncredited. Look for me as the guy on the basketball court, or the guy driving by in the car, or the guy walking the dog, whatever you might be in whatever production. But what have you learned since, okay, I guess we haven't really spoken in like 2 years. And if you want to go back, my listener, to check out, where he's from and all the ways that he started. But I want to go with from now until the future. What I saw on your Instagram, pretty bold, something really bold. You have like $1 million project or $1 million something. I watched that video. Tell people what this thing about $1 million is.
Okay, so it's $1 million sponsorship package, and it's basically a service for sale that my company provides. And so what it details is, when a person pays for this $1 million package, I will film commercials for their business, do marketing, things of that such, because I got a lot of huge things in the works. I'm launching my own TV app, pretty much like on the Roku. I have a bunch of websites I'm working on. I'm doing streaming sites. We're going to do a major distribution all over the U.S. with flyers with the printing company that I'm working with. We'll be able to distribute posters, flyers, all kind of print materials throughout the whole U.S. So it's a big combination of just different things that I'm offering and with that package. But it's $1 million, and it's going to be over the course of a year and a half. So it's for a year and a half. So you break it down, you know what I'm saying, the numbers. You know what I'm saying? If a person just wants to get the year, you know what I'm saying, it's 190,000, whatever they want to break it down to in a month's time. But it's a lot that I'm offering for that, for $1 million. I actually got a few people already got a spot, a position, and I'm only looking to do 10 people, $10 million. That's going to launch everything. And this is a wholesale price, what I'm offering, because what I'm offering for a year and a half, I'm going to market, promote, and do productions. And now I just added, I'm going to create NFTs. NFTs are really hot right now, and I know how to create NFTs and different things like that. So it's so much that I offer, and it's really a wholesale price for the first 10 people that jump on it. Now, once we manifest everything that's going to happen with the 10 million, then the price goes up. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited about it though. It's $1 million sponsorship package.
Denryc Hill, that is an offer to get in on the ground floor of this amazing endeavor, man. You have a vision. All right. When I was a kid, I remember only 3 television stations. You had ABC, NBC, and CBS. That's it. Yeah. And then Fox showed up. And then somewhere around 81, 82, I remember cable started coming in. And people were like, having 30, 40, 50 channels. And I was thinking, and we were already thinking back then, hey, if this keeps happening, where you have like, 100 channels, pretty much everybody's going to be able to have their own channel. And here it is, flash forward, bam.
Right.
And pretty much I got a Roku box. I'm staring at a television that's got a Roku built into it. I got another television out there that's got like Samsung built into it. But I'm sure the app it can transgress. So if you get your own Roku channel, I can conceivably flip on the channel and blip. Yeah. What's the name of the Roku channel? Do you have the name yet?
Yeah. Well, I can't give out that information right now.
We got to wait until it's actually launched.
I have the name of it. I have the name of it and different things like that. But a lot of paperwork got to get signed before I can release certain official details,
You are very smart, man, because, this will probably go out before that channel gets officially launched. So you don't want people to steal that name,
Right. I just had that happen to me with my production company. I just now secured Denryc Hill Productions.com because somebody bought the name. And everybody who knows me, like, come on now, ain't nobody bought Denryc Hill Productions.com. You the only Denryc Hill, really. You know what I'm saying? But people will do this, man. Once I created my logo, I went and got my logo made. I was doing different steps. And then somebody bought the .com, and so now I had to wait for a year until I guess they didn't do nothing with it. They was trying to hold it to make me spend more money on it, because every time I try to buy it, they say, oh, you need an agent to buy it, and the price was up. And so I just waited it out a little bit, and now they lost it or let it go, whatever the case was. But now I have, and we're about to have DenrycHillProductions.com, and I needed all of that stuff to structure my business properly. There's something called structuring your business properly, and you have to have your .com for your official business in order for certain business deals to go through. And so, yeah, so now I know the importance of why they call the industry a secret society, because you got to keep a lot of information from people, because you never know what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're so right, man. I'm probably the only KeysDAN that I know of. I think there's a guy that plays piano in England that calls himself KeysDAN. Of course, that's not my real name. Denryc Hill is actually your name, but I use KeysDAN since I lived in the Florida Keys, and a Chinese company said, hey, we could sell you your website. And I went, wait a minute, I already own the .com. Oh yeah, but I want to sell you .net, .org,
Right.
.info, .tv. They'll buy them and they'll park them, and it's tangled. Even somebody I think they owned Madonna.com for a while, and Madonna was like, I got to buy my own website, my own name back. It's what people do now. You know something about these NFTs, and I'm guessing if you know about NFTs, you know about Bitcoins. These are things that are like foreign. It's like another language to me. I have no idea what it is to be on the blockchain. I've heard some of these words before, but I don't know how it works, man. And I've had some artists just maybe a couple hours away from me here in Arkansas, down in Hot Springs, and they were given like some kind of a class on how to sell and buy and manufacture and make an NFT. Do you have an idea of how to make an NFT, or do you have NFTs out there for sale or rent?
Yes, I actually just launched my first NFT, and it's called Meditation Zone. And I wasn't going to give this info because I haven't given this information to anybody, but I'm going to do it on your show because I know you rock with me, so I'm going to rock with you on this. But I just figured all that stuff out. Just like you said, it was foreign language to me, but I studied and researched for so long, and I finally figured it out. I know how to create NFTs. I have the software and different things, how to create it. And I actually put my first NFT on the blockchain. It is not for sale at this moment because they do charge you gas fees. You have to make payments to be able to sell it on there. And that keeps the people serious. For different reasons, they charge prices. And at this moment, I'm still researching on what I should price my NFT at. I'm trying to think, do I want to price it at $1 million? Because the way they do it is you can offer other things that come with your NFT. Like they said, this chick sold an NFT for like $80,000, but you can upgrade the NFT with extra stuff you add, like a meeting with you or yoga sessions, or I can say I'm gonna give you $100,000 worth of printing. You can add stuff to your NFT. You don't just have to sell the digital NFT. You can make things come with it. And so this is how people are selling them for such huge prices, because it's not just the NFT itself. It comes with, like, I can say, hey, I'm selling you an NFT for $20,000, but it comes with me producing 3 video commercials for your business as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's very complex. And another thing for anybody that want to do it, they make it difficult for you to get through this stuff, man. I'm telling you, it took me a minute to get my NFT up there because they have secret and certain things you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like certain industries, they make it hard for you to understand it and get into it, like law or something like that. And it's sort of like that with this NFT stuff, man. It's hard to understand, but if you press through, you can get it done. I got my first NFT up there. If y'all just want to go look at it and check it out, it's called Meditation Zone. It's not for sale right now, but it's on the blockchain. So I have that step completed, and it was difficult, but I got it done.
Denryc Hill, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But
Right.
I could see that where, you study a little bit, you go to some of the websites and look up what a non-fungible token is in case,
Right.
some of the people might be listening and might not know what an NFT is. It's a non-fungible token. It's something that you have on the internet, maybe a picture that you own or something, maybe a film that you own
Like
that's out there.
digital real estate.
Digital real estate. So it's a picture that you might be getting copied 100 times, but you own the rights to it. So every time that picture gets copied, you get like a residual payment on it. But just like they taught me back in economics when I was a kid, you got to spend money to make money. And that's what it is. You got to spend that gas fee, that parking fee to make sure that you own the rights to it. And that way, every time somebody uses it, you're going to get a percentage back, a little percentage. Just like, if you sold the rights to your book to make a movie on it, or you sold the movie rights and that, you don't own it. So, let's go with that. Are you making any movies now? Are you physically yourself? Are you making any shorts that you're going to be putting out to any of the festivals, or what projects are you kind of working on? You don't have to disclose the exact of what they are, but are you working on anything right now?
Yes, I'm working on a movie right now, and it's dealing with having superpowers, basically metaphysical powers, and it's going to be street, and it's still going to be very interesting, and it's going to be the biggest budget yet that I've worked with, you know what I'm saying, out of my personal budget. The first movie I did, it was a $20,000 budget, but now I'm doing bigger and better things, so I'm actually working with a bigger budget, and the movie is called Force of Mind, and it's just dealing with having metaphysical powers, and they would call it science fiction, basically. But so I'm working on that right now. I'm also working on something called The Wise Man. And The Wise Man, I'm going to just go ahead and throw it out there. Some of Spike Lee's people they got their eye on it. I got a person on the inside at the table with Spike Lee and different people like that. And so they looking at the project that we're working on right now called The Wise Man. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few other things like that going on.
Well, that's good that you're getting together with people like Spike Lee. He's been in the business so long now. Once you're in the business, once you get to this certain level, the next thing you got to do is to teach the next generation. This way the industry doesn't die out. So if somebody like Spike Lee, or maybe some of his people that he's worked with over the years, takes you under his wing, you could learn that much more and get that much more insight and be that much better. It's more tools in your tool belt, Denryc Hill. That's impressive, man. When I saw She's Gotta Have It, and oh man, some of the other I can't remember some of the other Spike Lee movies, but She's Gotta Have It was definitely eye-opening for me in terms of the city life and the culture of people. And it sounds like the two projects that you're working on, the one with the superheroes and then the one with the wise man. So it's two completely different types of projects. One that might be a bigger budget and one that might be a smaller budget, but the smaller budget might give you a little more insight, make you think a little bit more. And then you've got of course, the superheroes. People look at them and they get dazzled, and there's a potential that it could make tons of money and take you to that next level. That's fantastic, man. Do you have these things? Are they actually in production or in pre-production right now?
Yeah, they're well, Force of Mind is in pre-production. I'm still critiquing the script a little bit. I got some scenes already shot that I shot a year or two ago with Triple OG Mac, and that's a guy, he was acting in one of 50 Cent's movies, Before I Self-Destruct. The movie Before I Self-Destruct by 50 Cent, this was one of 50 Cent's lower budget movies when he first started. I got a guy named Triple OG who was acting in that movie, who played his boss, who hired and fired him at a job. So I actually got him in the movie. So he's one of the stars of the movie, and I got his part filmed, and now I'm rewriting some parts of the script. And then for The Wise Man, I actually have like 75% of that movie already filmed. So,
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, let me get this straight. You're writing, directing, producing, or are you cutting it too? Or what are you?
Yes, I'm editing it. Yeah, I'm doing as much as possible. That's like a joke I like to make. I got a one up on Tyler Perry. I edit my stuff too, because Tyler Perry don't edit. He might direct and different stuff like that, but he's not editing his projects. And so that's just a little joke I like to say, that I got me a one up on Tyler Perry because I edit my stuff.
No, I get it, man. Robert Rodriguez, the one who did Spy Kids and that one with Antonio Banderas where he was the Mexican gunfighter, was it Desperado? He cuts them, he scores them, plays the music. If you look at it used to be in a garage where he would have an Apple computer on one side where he had Final Cut, and then he'd move his chair over to the other side, and he had Final Scratch where he's doing all the music scoring as well. And it's all in one little location. I can imagine all that in that office right there where you're sitting in. Everything can be done on one or two computers. It's amazing what you can do with technology today. It used to be
people doing it on their phones nowadays.
Yes. I mean, people were taking miles and miles of film and had to cut it and look at the film. Oh, leave that on the cutting room floor. Wait a minute. Let me get that one back. Let me tape that up. Copy and paste. Well, exactly what you see on the computer. People are doing it. You're pasting these frames together to get a film. And now with phones, with apps, with technology the way it is, I mean, I use Adobe Premiere just to edit down the video versions of these podcasts, and I do Adobe Audition to do the audio versions of it. I mean, I don't know what kind of software are you using?
Well, yeah, I'm using a bunch of different stuff. I can use any software because I started off using Sony Vegas, and then some stuff on Windows. Right now, I got Final Cut Pro. I love Final Cut Pro. I've edited on a lot of different systems, and I always end up right back to Final Cut Pro because they make everything is easier to do on Final Cut Pro to me than any other software. And then I like the way it looks. It looks very digital. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also I got Photoshop, Premiere, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And I used to edit in iMovie.
Yeah.
And but I love Final Cut Pro, so I'm working with that Final Cut Pro.
I mean, shoot, before I had all that, I was using Windows Movie Maker, just for little.
Yeah, I worked on that too.
Just for little stuff, but when you're investing in yourself, you're investing in your business. Yeah, you spend the money, you spend the $1,000, you spend the $500, you spend whatever it takes to get the tools that you need to get the job done. And how are you learning how to do this? Are you going to classes, or is it all YouTube videos?
YouTube videos. I love to teach myself, but I will say this, and shout out to Comcast. I took a workshop, a 10-week workshop back in Detroit years ago on video production, and they just gave us like a refresher course how to film, edit. So I took that 10-week course, but after that, everything has been. Oh, and my nephew Mario, he kind of taught me a little bit of technical stuff. There's a guy who I started filming out with. His name is Jay True. He taught me how to work Final Cut Pro a little bit. But other than that, it's been all just self-taught. I never went to school for it or nothing. And my skill just constantly been getting greater and greater.
A lot of people have been wondering, and a lot of people that I talk to, and myself included. Yeah, I went to college a bunch of times, and I didn't do much there. I got a few, credits, a few degrees and this and that. Really, I'm not using a lot of it. But your 10-week course sounds like I went to Connecticut Schools of Broadcasting, and I went to a 2-month course learning how to do radio and video and stuff like that. And that sounds like what you did with the Comcast. I think that like a vocational type class is the way that I go. I learned paramedic, I learned EMT, I learned firefighting back when I was doing all that. I learned radio, little 1 semester courses, 1 semester, little vocational. That seems to be the way for me. I mean, a lot of people, hey, they'll take business and get a degree in business 4 years, 6 years, become doctors in 8 years, whatever. I think the way that you did it is the way that works for me. And a lot of the people that I talk to, a lot of people that I know, either learn on your own using the YouTube videos, the tools you have with this great thing we call the internet that can be used for good, and you are using it for good. Now, your movies that you have out, the ones that you personally made, where could people see those?
Well, I have a movie called Make It Happen. That was basically my first scripted movie. I do have it on YouTube, but I have it under a private link. So I'm gonna because I always wanted to just sell it. Like I like to make money off of the industry. I've never really been one that likes to just throw a project out there and give it away for free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
I think people just respect it more when you selling it. So I did load that movie to YouTube, and I was supposed to have put it for sale on there, but I have to close caption it, put the closed captioning on it. But look for it in the near future. I'm going to have it for sale on YouTube. It's called Make It Happen, my first scripted movie. But everything now, though, I'm banking on all my new projects, really. You know what I'm saying? Because my new projects got the 4K quality, which is TV standard, because I invested in equipment. And so all of my new stuff is what I'm really banking on and want to promote. So be on the lookout for a movie called The Wise Man. Also a movie called Force of Mind. Those are my next 2 big projects that are really going to be huge winners.
Well, that's what you do, Denryc Hill. You give them a little taste. I think Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj, they both started like on YouTube, and I know there's got to be a few other artists that started out just playing their guitar or maybe doing a little rap on the YouTube, and you give them maybe like 1 or 2 free songs, and you're going to give them that 1 free movie. Here you go, have a little taste of what I can do. And I noticed on your YouTube page, you got The Wise Man. You got a little movie scene there. Give them a little taste of what's going to happen, the things to come. You do put out a lot of content. You have a lot of content on your YouTube page, and you're letting people know you got the skills, man. You've got knowledge that you've been building up, since Detroit and then in Georgia as well. And you're ready to break out, man. You're on this level. You need to get to that next level. And I'm just happy that I'm there, and I'm able to witness it, witness you going into the stratosphere, man, becoming a star, if you will, but not just an actor, but also the writer, the director, just helping people out. So, all right, how do people find you online, and what other things do you offer? As I know on your IMDb, you have pictures of things that you offer as well.
Yes. Well, I'd like people to reach me on my Instagram business page, and that's Denryc Hill Productions. That's DENRYCHILL, and the word productions, my first and last name, and productions. And just to double back, you saying what you saw on the IMDb, because other people put stuff up there of me as well. Like when I did the movie Neighbors 2, I didn't even create that IMDb. I guess the production people created that one for me. So when the guy went to load my credits up for the entertainment part, he was like, well, there's already one up there. And I'm like, well, I didn't put that up there. I guess the production people put that up there or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So,
you got a team, man. You didn't even know you had a team. You have a whole team.
Right. People working behind the scenes.
People are behind you.
That's how it is. But I love it,
Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice to have people that are backing you up, that you've helped along the way, and in turn they're going to help you, man. Every time I see your stuff, I put a like on it, I put a share on it.
I appreciate that too, man. I really do.
I try to make sure that people know about you, and I'm very happy that we connected again. That you haven't been stagnant since we last talked. You have been moving forward. And I saw on your Instagram you have a like a laundry list of things that you offer. You got music videos, event media, podcast recording, commercials, interviews. Are you doing a podcast on your own, or do you have other people that you're doing podcasts for?
Yes, I've been filming podcasts with people. I network with a guy named KJ, and he's from iHeartRadio, and he does podcasts. And basically, I network with him with the iHeartRadio podcast. My production company basically has a contract to film the podcast when he does interviews. So,
Well, that's beautiful, man. See, I'm always looking for a new podcast. So I'll be looking out for that one on your IMDb. And you're doing music videos. Have you done any music videos and interviews and more?
Yep. I do all of that, man. Anything that a person needs filmed and edited, I do it. And I also do photos, and I also edit photos as well. So anything you can think of that needs to be filmed and edited, my production company can handle it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Yes, music videos. Actually, I'm working on getting back in the music industry myself, because music actually goes hand in hand, like soundtracks for movies. They put a lot of songs on TV shows. And since I'm plugged into the industry, I said, well, let me get back into doing music as well. And I can plug some of my songs in for TV and movies, as well as have my own independent stuff on my movies, because you have to get clearances to use people's music and stuff. And sometimes it's just easier to create your own music to put in your own movies and TV shows, so you can go around different payments or different clearances that might take time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to Denryc Hill saying it's going to be easy for him to score his own album, his own movie. It comes so easy to you, man, because you're good. I tell you, I know that on your Instagram you got photo service as well, man. A nice little studio set up. You got headshots, corporate, passport, comp cards, products. You're giving people the tools they need to exceed in their own endeavors, their own businesses. Not just models and actresses and actors and stuff like that, but also people that are doing everyday kind of jobs. From your pool cleaner to the doctor to the lawyer to the whatever. Anybody that needs a little form of advertisement. You give them a little card with their picture on it, and they can hand it to somebody. And people
look
still
at that. You just wrote my new marketing.
I think this little snippet's gonna end up on your YouTube page or something.
Yeah, it
is. No, that's what, and that's the thing, man. Is here I make a living, I do okay, and I've gotten to this age somehow, stumbling through life, and now my job and my job has always been advertising and helping other people. When I got into radio back in '86, the thing is, you make a couple bucks, but mostly radio is about promoting other people. And now that I have a video element, they could see your pretty face right next to mine, right there. Look at him. He's gorgeous. Put him in your movie. Put him in your, or help him to produce his own movie. Yeah,
hey,
there you
all
go.
All of the above.
Absolutely. So they're going to slide into your DMs, and they're going to be looking for these, looking to collaborate with you in one way or another. So at the very least, you can get pictures with them. I saw that you have, and then located inside Jazzy Lady Printing. And what's the address there? Do you know it?
I don't have it offhand right now.
I got it. I'll tell them. It's one
See, that's why you my homie right there.
10450 Medlock Bridge Road, Johns Creek, Georgia, 30097. Go get it.
We open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and we close at 5 on Saturdays.
So when you're not doing production, you're out there at the counter. You can help them out with that as well.
Yep, I'm right there at the counter. I'm right there at the counter in the front office and everything. I'm really hands-on.
That man is full service. Full service. No job too small. No fee too big. That's right. Give him his $1 million.
Yeah.
Get that man off the ground, man. No, you're not even on the ground. You're at least third, fourth, fifth floor.
Yeah, I'm up there.
You're up there already.
I'm taking a flight.
Yeah. You're going in the elevator right now, and we're just going with you. All right, Denryc Hill, man. Any shout outs you got to give to some people that are helping you out along the way? I know you've given some.
Yep. I want to shout out Jazzy Lady again. I want to shout out my whole crew of people I'm working with. My homeboy Kilo, Overlord Chico, Joe Bean, just different people I'm doing projects with, and we, got a bunch of huge things going on. I want to shout out my family, of course. I got a huge family that supports me. I want to give a shout out to my kids, my sons, and I want to give a shout out to you, man, definitely for the love, the support that you show, and like you said, you helping people as well, man. And I really see a huge vision of as both of our careers and the things that we're doing expand. I already see the vision of us in that huge light. So we're manifesting something really great right now. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of your listeners and viewers. And shout out to Detroit, my hometown. You know what I'm saying? And today, shout out to my ancestor. Today was my father's birthday. He passed a couple of years ago, but today is his actual day of his birth. So shout out to him and shout out to everybody. Y'all know what it is.
Denryc Hill, I don't know if you how much you believe in metaphysics, but if you put it out in the universe, it could manifest. That's a thing that I've been brought up with partially in my quest, in my search for knowledge. Hey, you just put it out in the universe and it will manifest. So
that's what I'm into.
It can't hurt. It can't hurt. That's for sure. All right, man. I definitely don't want this to be the last time we talk as projects come about. If there's any projects you want to talk about in the future, I definitely invite you to come back on and chit chat. Anything else you want to divulge before we wind this thing down?
Yeah, everybody, y'all can reach me on my Facebook as well, Denryc Hill, DENRYC, last name Hill, HILL. Check me out on Facebook. Also, I have a page on Instagram, and the name on another page on Instagram, and it's Detroit God. That's DETROITGOD, all one word, Detroit God.
Yeah, I saw Detroit Chill Productions is your Instagram for your Denryc. I'm sorry, Denryc Chill Productions.
That's the business page, yeah.
Man, you have such a unique name, Denryc Hill. All they got to do is put Denryc Hill in the Google search. They're gonna find everything. I even found your what do they call it? LinkedIn.
Oh yeah.
You haven't been using your Twitter that much, but I'll put a like on that one too. I've already did a bunch of retweets of stuff that you put out a while back, just to make sure people remember your name, Denryc Hill. Shout out from the rooftops.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's finish this thing off with last words for the people. It could be words to live by, something you heard a long time ago, or just whatever comes into your head at this moment in time. Denryc Hill, give the last words for the people.
You have the power within yourself to create whatever you imagine. Whatever you want to manifest in life, you can do it. Just tap into you, to who you are, your mind through meditation. Meditation. That's my favorite word. That's my favorite thing to do. Tap into whatever it is that you want to create and create it.
Well, there you have it, party people. Denryc Hill. That man's making moves. He had the one film, I think was what we talked when we talked last time, and maybe he had a couple of songs out. And now, man, he has branched out into complete movie making, music videos, full-length films, shorts, photos. He'll even help you make your business cards, your posters, whatever you want, whatever you need to help you get to that next level. He'll help you produce. He'll write your film. Help you punch it up. Just collaborate with Denryc Hill. Give him a call if you need some help, a little different insight. This internet thing. Even though he's in Georgia, you can call him from anywhere all over the world, and he can help you to make you get to that next level, and in turn, you're helping him get to that next level. See how that is? It's symbiotic. We help each other, and that's fantastic. That's what we need to be doing on this world, is helping each other, get to that next level. And that NFTs, I still don't know. I kind of know what an NFT is. It's something that you own, something physical that you own that is represented digitally, and then you sell that digital representation somehow. Maybe if I take some time to think on it, to learn about it, I might have an NFT in the near future. I'll get on this blockchain with this blockhead of mine. All right. Thank you, Denryc Hill, for being on the What Makes You Famous podcast. Good catching up with you, man. Now, I'm turning my attention to you. If you, my loyal listener, if you'd like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email keysdan@aol.com. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.